Hi, and welcome to this video where I'm going to share some painful learnings that I've had over the last few years while I've been on this investing journey, and talk about at least 15 things that I wish I'd known before I started my investing journey. Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, hi, I'm Mark of Desperately Seeking Fi. So without any more hanging around, I'm going to just whistle stop through some of these ideas and thoughts that I have to share. Let's start off with consider what your personal goals are. Everybody has their own personal goals, so don't do what I want to do. Decide what it is that you want to do and make it personal to you. It might be that you want to save for your retirement, financial independence so that you could change jobs or cut down your hours. Save for a house, it might be to put your kids through education. It's all personal, it's all to do with you. Investing is a long-term commitment. Everybody says it's at least a 3 to 5 year horizon. I think it's even longer than that because I'm looking out 10, 12, 15 years. It isn't a get rich quick scheme. If we think of all the people who got tied in the tech bubble of 1999-2000 into the whole housing market that wrecked us in 2008, or even more recently when we just thought every single cryptocurrency that was being developed was going to the moon. It is not get rich quick. You do that, you get wrecked. Have a long-term strategy and stick to it. Patience and discipline are also really, really important when we're looking at successful investing. The stock market will go up and it will go down. But if we look at what has happened historically, there is that trend of upward movement and upward progress. Risk and reward go hand in hand. The higher the risk, the higher the reward. But with that, because it's a higher risk, it may not pay off and you might see yourself losing money. So never invest money into any kind of equity, cryptocurrency, whatever, that you are not willing to actually lose, because your money, as they say, can go up as well as going down. And things like contract for difference, CFDs, just stay away from them. I thought that I was just buying some stocks when I very first started out in this whole investing journey. Do not touch them. They are for experienced traders. Another way of protecting you from things going slightly wrong is diversification. What do we mean by this? Don't put all your eggs in one basket. Diversifying across different assets is really important, and depending on what age you are will depend on what kind of balance you need of different assets. So you might want to have cash, bonds, stocks, ETFs, and you may want some real estate, and you may potentially want to have some commodities in there, so you might want to hold something like gold. All of this helps spread risk and hopefully maximize your returns. Do learn how to do some research. There are lots of great books out there on investing, so some of those stalwart ones: The Psychology of Money, How to Own the World, The Intelligent Investor, Rich Dad, Poor Dad. Get out there, learn as much as you can before you start investing, and there are lots of great ways of learning. There are free newsletters that you can sign up to. Go away and do your own due diligence before you put your money on the line. Cost really does matter. You want to hold on to as much as you possibly can. So for example, you want to be investing in low cost ETFs or low cost index funds. Any money that you get charged as a cost or commission comes off your potential profits, and over time, because this is a long-term investment plan, it just ends up losing you potentially hundreds of thousands of pounds. So cost does really matter. Don't try and time the market. People who do this for a full-time job can't even manage to time the market. So just set yourself on a nice simple plan that just makes regular payments. That way you pound cost average in and you literally just smooth out the bumps of the market doing what it does when it goes up and down. Emotions really are everybody's worst enemy. What we see is the price starts going up and everybody FOMO's in, oh, I'm gonna miss out on this great opportunity, and then it crashes. So take emotions out of it, and one of the best ways of doing that is just set regular payments. Try not to look at your app every single day. As good old Warren Buffett says, be fearful when those around you are being greedy, and be greedy when those around you are being fearful. And something that I wish I'd known that ties into the whole research side of things, have a look at what the Fear and Greed Index is doing as well. And if it's a really high number, start getting fearful, because that's everybody getting greedy. And if you think about it, when everybody else is being fearful, it's like walking into your local store with a big sale on. With your £100, you can buy more stocks than you can do if the price is at double that. Keep learning. Every day is a learning day. You will pick up something new and use that just to improve your journey. You want to stay informed about what is going on around you, because there will be global things that are influencing what's going to happen. And we definitely saw that with the Russian invasion of Ukraine last year. Professional help might be beneficial. Consider having a chat with a financial advisor. That is what their job is, but make sure that they aren't tied into one single product and that they can give you that independent financial advice. It really is beneficial trying to figure out what your long-term goal is and potentially strategies that may help you get there. Understand inflation. I sort of understood what inflation was all about, but do understand how inflation will erode your purchasing power. So you want to have investments that potentially grow at a rate that is higher than inflation. And that's pretty difficult, because as I'm recording this, the UK sat at about 10%. And if we think about it, the S&P 500 has only really gone up on average that amount every year. Tax, there are going to be tax implications, and this is why, certainly in the UK, having your money in an ISA, and I've done a video on that if you want to have a quick look at that. Consider tax implications. You want to keep as much of this money and keep it away from the taxman. If we in the UK are buying US stocks, we will end up having a withholding tax, so make sure you have completed all the necessary paperwork to at least reduce that from the 30% down to 15% holding tax. Invest regularly. Pay yourself first. So as you get that pay increase, make sure that you don't start living to your wage. Pay yourself first and sort of give yourself 10, 15% and use that to invest and make regular payments. And what does this do? I've mentioned earlier, regular payments allow you to smooth out that bumpiness that we will see within the markets. And plan for the unexpected. Life really is unpredictable. So it's important to have an emergency fund set off to one side, and that just covers you if you have unexpected expenses coming along. As I've said, do not put money in here that you need to be able to get your hands on. This is a long-term investment plan, and it's really important that you have that emergency fund. And people will say anything from 3 to 6 months. At the moment, I'm sat with about 3 months and looking to grow that. That's just been a quick whistle-stop tour through a few ideas that I wish I'd known about before I'd started investing. So why don't you have a look at this video, because I think it may be of interest. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.